Hello, I'm El Pato, and this is still Battle Brothers. Let's load back into our Goons on Patrol save. So, last time we left off, we just defended Eadsvik from a Greenskin incursion, so that's cool. Now it's time to go on to different contracts. Also, we have a few options here. We might be able to hire on a new range character, which we desperately need. We've been losing range guys left and right, though they should be the last people to die in an actual good commander's game. But, hey, Rabid Redneck, we just purchased you, or I'm sorry, hired you, not purchased you. You're not a slave or anything. You can go whenever you want. Or Rabid Redneck, we just got you last game. You've got pretty good stats. We're going to equip you this video. Ortwin, our new archer here, he's nothing particularly special in the stats department. He's got, I mean, about 50 stats in both his melee and his range, so, I mean, he's passable as a ranged character. Just he's kind of reliant on the RNG to give him some good stuff now. Rabid Redneck, though, you've got some great stars in your stats. Got good HP, good fatigue, good melee skill. Your defense could use some work, but I mean, whose couldn't? I'm halfway considering giving you that head splitter. Could be pretty great. Modern Major General, this is a good level up for you. I mean, look at that. You've got great fatigue and your resolve, your melee skill. All around good rolls. Yeah, we need you up there with good morale so you can be our sergeant eventually. However, you've got this cut artery, so your hit points are not what they should be for our next mission. But also, you know, a lot of people get student in this company because I want you all to be students. I want everybody to level up as much as possible. Unless it's like a no-brainer like, hey, I should take Colossus on this guy or fast adaptation. Jimmy, let's get you in some armor at least. You're going to be joining us again soon, I'm sure. You've got your cut arm, but I bet that'll heal pretty quickly. So, seeing as all I've made you all students. I mean, a lot of you are students right now to get that extra XP. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Some of you guys have been doing some battlefield missives, like letters from the front, which I find is pretty cool. You guys have been posting them in the thread, and I'm kind of interested in how you all perceive your role to be, and kind of a on-the-ground perspective of exactly how these battles are turning out. A lot of them not so favorably. But you know what? Let's go in here and change that today, huh? Let's leave the world better than we found it. Sorry, Redneck, I don't think you have the skill to do that head splitter just yet. Everybody else seems to be doing okay. Gascon, you've got our second highest melee skill, I'm pretty sure. Unless you're the third highest. I think Herpicle and Cathode both have really good ones too. Nope. Herpicle, you're in third. That's alright, you guys are all doing fine. Let's see. Yep, I gave Herpicle Backstabber because I believe that although he's never going to be going out and tanking stuff, he's always going to be attacking something that somebody else is attacking. And we could use some extra chance to hit. And here's one of our standard drive off the brigands at so-and-so mission. But it doesn't quite turn out exactly how we think it will. Now, we have some better shields in our inventory. However, not everybody has the fatigue to be able to use them yet. So, round shields it is. No. Remember the last time we found Brigand Marksman, and that did not go well for us. Right now we don't really have the ranged folks to answer any of the marksman's fire, so no thanks. I think we're going to pass on this contract. We're going to take a hit with our reputation with this particular town, but I think we want to preserve some of our guys' lives in the meantime. We'll come back for these guys as soon as we have people a little bit better equipped for facing the ranged attacks. I don't think one guy with a crossbow with not particularly good range defense and or range skill is going to do well against marksmen, especially a few, such as like 2 or 3. One skull contract. Let's see. 550 crowns. That's not bad. Kind of mid-tier here. What else do we have? Escort the caravan. That's something we can do after we do the other one. So that's fine. We can do both the contracts in this town. Why not? So I'm just looking to see where the caravan is going to go. It's a bit of a trip, but since we're up here at the top of the lake instead of down there at the bottom, it's not as long as it looks. It's just kind of a, well, it's not a straight shot, but it's straight as it gets. Not the best armor for you, Jimmy. But you did so well last game, or last time. I mean, you got an injury out of the whole thing, but you acquitted yourself well on the field of battle. I'm confident in you. Alright, let's go drive off some brigands. It's way up there. But you know what? Let's stop here and just see who we can hire. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of money, but it'll be good to know what we're shooting for. I'd love to get that witch hunter, because they start with really good base stats in melee and ranged, and sometimes they even have stars. Like, they're a good mid-tier background to get, and they do great on morale checks too. Now let's rename our range guy here. Lord Guggs, welcome to the company, man. May your life be longer than your predecessor. We'll just wipe the blood off that crossbow and just don't ask any questions, okay? So I don't see who we're going to fight yet. And then... oh! See, I didn't actually click that. Somebody came out of the fort. Like, the fort just spawned some people. And here they are. Luckily for us, these are just poachers. They're not actual brigand marksmen. So the poachers, they're going to be a little bit less threatening than what we could have faced on the last mission. As it is, though, this is kind of a bonus mission, like bonus experience for our folks. Only a few raiders in this crowd, and some thugs and some poachers, so we're going to be able to clean them up pretty well. I mean, it's not a trivial encounter by any means, but we're going to clean them up. So like I said, a lot of you guys have been doing the battlefield missives. That's fun. I like that. I especially like that your characters are learning to read, all of you fishermen and poachers and such. I wouldn't have thought you were capable, but you're proving me wrong. I'd like to think that Gascon is teaching everyone how to do that. That's actually kind of how I got the idea to go into my current profession. Like, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it, but I'm studying to become a teacher. And the way I was inspired to actually start down this path is I had to teach somebody to read when I was in Afghanistan. Well, I had to teach a whole class of people how to read. It's not like I trained to do this. I went to war like I was trained to hunt down insurgents and stuff, you know? That was going to be my job. When I get there, my commander's commander comes up to me and says, "Hey, how would you like to be a part of a special opportunity?" And inwardly, I kind of groan. I'm like, oh god, this is going to be something that looks great on my resume but sucks to do in the moment. And at first it kind of was. Like, he says, "Hey, we need you to go to this particular place and work with the Afghan National Army and teach them how to do some stuff on this equipment we're giving them." And, well, I can't really get any more specific than that. But anyway, I go in there, you know, I didn't know how to use the stuff they were talking about. I told him as such. I was like, "Hey, so I don't know how to use this stuff either. I'm not trained at all on this equipment." He says, "Well, you've got high test scores. You'll figure it out, right?" Sure, fine. Okay, so I will... He's pretty much telling me to go. Like, I can't say no. He's my commander's commander, and he's telling me to go teach Afghans how to do things. Cool, alright, let's go. So, I arrive there, and I sit everybody in this A&A company down, the Afghan National Army. I sit them down, and I say, "Okay, so here's the equipment that we're talking about. It's in everything on it is in English, so I have to teach them some of the English commands, to put into the keypad that's on it, you know, just to get them to be able to operate the thing at any sort of proficiency." So half the class put their hands up and say, hey, we can't read English. I mean, we're Afghans, right? And I said, oh, that's understandable. Okay, so I put my rudimentary Persian Farsi to use. I start making materials for them, right? I'm putting in the Arabic alphabet. I'm translating the English alphabet to the Arabic one, and I'm putting it on paper, and I'm passing it out to the whole class. So everybody's got these charts that translate sort of RA to their Aleph and RB to their Bay, that sort of thing. Like the whole thing was supposed to help them sound out the words that I'm talking about when I'm training them. And again, half the class puts up their hand and they say, we can't read Farsi either. We can't read Pashto. We can't read. I start to realize that they can't read in their own language. The average level of education in that country is actually about the 2nd grade. That's where they stop and they start going to work. And I had never really encountered that sort of thing before with anyone. Like, I never encountered that sort of literacy problem anywhere. So again, my job has been changed. Like, okay, I can't focus on training these guys on the equipment they want me to train them on, so I've got to teach them kind of how to read first before I can teach them anything else. So here I am late at night on a computer on the base, like creating materials to teach them how to read in their own language. And I was challenged, and I was having fun, like actually going through this with everybody. It was very rewarding. Like all of them were making such great progress with me and my interpreters directing them on how to do things. And I got them all working together. Like the guys that were literate, I had them working with the illiterate ones, and it was pretty great. I was like, you know what? I mean, I could have come to Afghanistan and killed people and tracked down bad guys, but I'm not sure if I would have been as fulfilled as I am doing this right now. You know, I would have been having a more direct impact on the war, but as it is, like, this is great. I'm kind of enjoying teaching these people and giving them like a track to like a better life, because somebody that knows how to read has a huge leg up in a third world country like Afghanistan. Anyway, I'm rambling on right now, but by the end of the tour, I was like, well, okay, I think I know what I want to do after I get out of the Army. So when I receive my discharge papers, I go right into college, and now I'm in my training to receive my teaching certificate. Hopefully I'll start work pretty soon, like they'll have me on student teacher type stuff. I kind of want to make a difference in somebody's life again. That's going to be pretty cool. At least I hope so. Huh. It's a pretty long story, and it didn't even get us through this particular fight. Whatever. So, everybody's done really well in this fight. We've had a couple of people take some arrows, but for the most part, the bandits are on the run. These poachers are going to continue to be annoying, but what are you going to do, right? Let's just get after these guys. Cathode, I really wish your dog was still alive. That would be very useful against these archers. As you can see, I've given you recovery along with your adrenaline rush, so now you'll be able to take more swings in a single fight without going super exhaustion mode. Where do I want to move Massam? I guess that'll work. I want to block for our ranged line. He doesn't have the best armor. Ouija Man, like your stats are kind of mediocre, except for maybe your fatigue. That's why you're wearing all the heaviest armor and carrying the heaviest shields. I'm just gonna put you out there and let you go to town. I mean, your fatigue is wonderful. You can just swing and swing and swing and wear heavy armor. Alright, Marshmallow. This spear wall sucks. I just want you to tie him up right now. He's probably going to run out of fatigue before you do. Alright, Gascon. Take him down. That'll work. And we're gonna swing again. I mean, why not? Why not Adrenaline? Because I really want that guy dead. He's our biggest threat right now. Jimmy, we're gonna put you next to a poacher. That's what we want. I want them to put away their bows and start trying to engage us in a losing melee fight. I don't think they're gonna stick around for that much, though. So, I want you to tell me in the thread, Ouija Man, Wedgie Man, what do you prefer? Because I'd love to say Wedgie, because I'm 12, I'm not very mature, but I think it might be Ouija. So this guy's running away. I think these guys are on their way out too. I'm going to continue to chase them. I just don't want them to get any more shots off. Bam! Nice. I think that was a headshot. Yeah, try to hurt us. That's okay. We just out of reach of this guy. That's all right. Jimmy, no. You have to stab that man. Man, we're always one tile away from getting next to these dudes. Oh no, don't let him get away. Okay, so he's stopping to melee. That's good. This is the only guy that's really on the run now. Can't really hit anybody with this crossbow. We can get Marshmallow next to the Raider. That's good. I'd like to have Raider's equipment to sell. Or maybe we could give it to Jimmy, because, yeah, Jimmy's just got cloth on at the moment. That club isn't doing you any favors in the fatigue department, Jimmy. No wonder you're not able to stab more than once. Wow, this guy can dodge. He's the one. You move like them, Mr. Poacher. Yeah, get out of here. Alright, good hit, Jimmy. Where can I do the most good with Lord Guggs? I guess here, whenever Home Dude tries to run. Ew, that's gross. Alright, this should be over. They're all running away. All I gotta do is end the turn. Yeah, it's over. I don't want to chase that guy down. Hey, look, a fight where we got all of our guys through it. Neat. So now, maybe we can do our actual mission. Ew, I don't want to face more ghouls, not after last time. I bet we would do better, but I just really don't feel like facing ghouls. I have some PTSD from that encounter. Jimmy, more fatigue for you. Yeah, that's what I want. You're already a student. You've got... you don't have a lot of stars anywhere. What do we want to do with you? That's the question. Gifted. Yeah, more stats. Why not? You got good melee defense, which is nice. Donk Ringle, your defenses suck. But, I don't know, you've got pretty promising melee stats at least. We could stand to give you more melee and range defense, though. For now, you've still got to hold on to that shield if you want to survive. Death Wish, huh? Okay. I've seen those movies. Let's give you some stats. I just want you to be better at what you do. Ouija Man. Oh. Not a very good level up for you, man. But we're going to give you what we can. Cool. I mean, you're a wild man. I bet you're gonna turn out just fine. I mean, look at you. You've got such good fatigue already. You've got really good HP, which we could really supplement with Colossus. So, I mean, you're not going to get a whole lot of long-term injuries because you have such a high HP pool and such heavy armor. You're going to take the hits. All right. Now, back to this. Do we want to do our actual mission right now with the ghouls right next to us? Oh, they're moving away. Okay. Let's go in. Maybe. So slow. I forgot what 1x speed looks like sometimes. Some brigand raiders and some thugs. That shouldn't be too bad. Though they started in a wonderful position. Look at all that high ground they've got. They've got high ground stacked on high ground. And we could use some more range on them. I have to hope for a headshot. Oh no, they've got ranged weapons. I mean, of course the raiders have ranged weapons. We might be forced to advance on them in a minute. Rabid Redneck? What's missing from this picture? Did you forget to grab a shield from the wagon? I apologize for that. You're gonna have no shield this match. Now Gascon, I'm a little bit wary of getting you close to the ranged folks because you have such low range defense. I think at this time you have like negative range defense, or maybe we just got you into the neutral. Like you go out of your way to find arrows to put into your face. So I'd like to have you at least behind a couple guys. Alright, Ouija Man. Cool. So it looks like we're still out of range of Mr. Throwing Axe guy. Oh, there we go. There's some throwing axes. I'm glad he missed. Those things really hurt. He's got so much initiative. That's one thing, Lord Guggs. I'm not sure if your initiative is really great. But what are we gonna do, right? You're a good shot, though. Alright, Redneck, let's keep you away from the guys with throwing axes. I'm gonna send you in on the side of whatever engagement we choose to get. Right now, I'm okay with them wasting axes on us while we peck at them with crossbows. But I think eventually we are going to have to go up there. Can we tempt you guys to come off your little mountain over there? That wouldn't be bad. So he's putting away his axes. He's still throwing at us. And we hit one of the most vulnerable targets out there, the thug. But hey, if he dies, maybe his friends will take a hit in morale. Alright, Herpical, you've got some of the best defense out of the company. I mean, like, maybe you might be only second from Cathode. I gave you dodge, and you've got a pretty high initiative, so we'll see what happens. I don't hesitate to put you out there in the front line. We've gone over your Undying trait before, and your super luck-based trait of just never really getting scratched by any of these folks. I mean, you're missing your ear and your nose, but otherwise they can't touch you, right? At the same time, I really would like them to come off their stupid mountain. But all of them are so patient. Look at them. I can peck at them with crossbows all day. They're not coming. Alright, so he's out. Alright guys, let's start advancing on this because this is turning out to be just a waiting game. I only have one crossbow, and that sucks. He's going to be exhausted by the time he actually gets some damage done on these guys. Donkringle, let's get up there. I'm a little bit afraid of putting you right next to that axe guy, like one tile away, so go down here. Don't want you next to axe dude. Alright, Redneck. With no shield, I'm just going to send you along the flank. Don't engage anybody that's not already engaged. Alright, we're just going to wait. We're going to move up. Guggs can't hit anybody from right there anyway. Marshmallow, let's take some hits over this way. I want you to draw some fire at least. The axe guy has moved back, so we might be able to move up a little bit more. Of course, those flails are pretty scary too. Really scary for your front line, especially before you have really heavy armor. Let's get up there and put up a shield wall. Donkringle, do we want to engage this dude with the flail with the high ground? I don't know. Ouija Man might be able to afford it, because he's got some pretty heavy armor. Just step on over here, guys. Like, make your move. Ow! Like I said, those throwing axes are a pain. Alright, hit this man, Herpicle. No, that's not how you do that. Okay. Cathode's gonna get the first swing. Maybe take out the guy with the axes at the first part of this next round. I don't hesitate to put Cathode in danger too, just because he's got better defenses on him than just about anybody in the company. Maybe not the heaviest armor, but he's got the best defenses. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Very good. Ow. At least it was just a spear. I don't want those flails to come over here. Not necessarily, at least. Ow. Ow! Son of a... That took... Well... Rest in peace, Donkringle? Oh, God. That was one round of just fuckery. He pushed you over to his friend. His friend hit you twice with the flail. And at least Gascon got some vengeance for you. Just an instant decapitation. Wow. That was quite a series of events. I mean, good on you, AI, but damn, that was brutal. Did not expect Donkringle to go down like that. I don't know why I'm putting up a shield wall right there. That flail just ignores it anyway. Alright, Marshmallow, make us proud. Alright, cool. I mean, the Thug was not the most threatening guy out there, but killing him actually put some more morale checks on the Raiders. That's what I want to do. Alright, Gascon. Yeah, Gascon, you're on today. You're doing well. Now look at that. The spear wall, I mean the shield wall plus the heater shield. That's a lot of defense for you, Ouija Man. Dudes in melee can barely touch you. Redneck, I still don't want to get you in there necessarily. But at least he had to come to you. And now he's dead. You took a hit for people, Redneck. Good job. Ow. So many flails in this group. It's just meant to melt through your front line, I think. Alright, there you go. Let's hit him. Well, okay, Gugs. You've been a good shot up to this point. Just, they've got the high ground on us, and it's not boding well for our accuracy. I want more morale checks, please. Alright, Massam, come up here. Maybe give them something else to hit. That would be good. Alright, Redneck, going in for the kill. Get you that XP. Because we can, and you haven't gotten to do anything this fight anyway. So there's more morale checks. He's going to have a harder time hitting. The Raider in the south is going to have a harder time hitting, and this guy's just going to run away. That is just fine with me. Alright, let's end this, guys. It's just a cleanup now. Good job, Gascon. Alright, he's not getting away. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. Oh, Donkringle, I'm so sorry. We got some armor out of this. A couple flails. Those will sell really well. And maybe someday one of our guys will have skill enough to use it again, too. Oh, look at this. We've got a new friend to join the company. I'm cool with that. I mean, we just lost a man. Let's get somebody new. Let's just see who we rescued. Man, you are pretty good. So he's a refugee, superstitious and dumb. But look at those stars, man. I've got stars in my eyes. I think I named him this this video too. That's why the footage is still going. You can afford to put on all sorts of stuff, can't you? You've got pretty good fatigue stat. I would have liked more defenses, but you know what? What are you going to do? Rabid Redneck, you've got a pretty predictable level on your part, but it's all the stats that we want. Let's give you a perk. With all those stars and such, I bet I'll give you student, but I don't know. Could surprise myself. Nope. You're a student. I want you leveling up fast. Alright, Lord Guggs. Nice job getting a 3 roll on your ranged. Yeah, we do need a bit more morale. It's pretty low morale, but you'll get there. Fast adaptation. I'm hoping that's going to work out for you too. It's going to give you more bonuses to hit when you miss, and that's what you're going to be doing a lot in these first few levels of your life. Let's get on back to town and get that that contract taken care of. So this was a fun video, right? I mean, a couple brigand fights, which went pretty predictably, except for maybe Don Kringle's death. But then again, you know, I've been losing people left and right lately, right? Anyway, I'm going to put out a video directly after this in sort of a mega update. And next time, we're going to be doing more greenskin battles, but this time, the other flavor of greenskin. So, I'm El Pato, this was Battle Brothers, see you next time.